Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In this episode, I'll cover a combination of both Veersmith levels and levels I find online, primarily the former. So I'll begin with this stage, Mega Man X2 Flame Stag Stage by Oscar, with 35 plays and a score of 7. Just like with the previous few episodes, I'll be using the mod Super Mega Man Maker by Radway Fuad and Lozov. This time I'm using version 0.9.3, which touches up some of the graphics and outright replaces some of them. For instance, the weapon select screen. Before I complained about the green background being too bright, now it's been darkened a bit. And lucky how he ended up with Flame Stag Stage Team, as this mod was designed without the mod in mind. So I suppose that was violent. No collapsing pillars into the lava section, sadly. Compared to the last recreation of this level I played, this was far more accurate. Otherwise, it was just okay. Could have done with some elongating. Second up is Nocturnal Castle Assault version 2 by KXI, with 6 plays and a score -1. Gonna have to play this really safe, as my weapon is the rolling cutter, and you know how much I dislike the rolling cutter in this engine. I just feel it's lackluster, especially compared to most other weapons in this game. Nonetheless, this was a neat challenge, simple but effective. That's what I was trying to do. I can see why this stage got a negative score. It's certainly tougher than the usual fare. Let me see if there's something to the right first. Yep, there is. Checkpoint. Let me see what's down there first. Alrighty then. Apparently I missed it somewhere. Minor loss. The hardest part of the previous section was trying to squeeze in the rolling cutter into that hole. Or just do that. Actually, let's backtrack a bit. So down this mode in front of the castle is the alternate pathway I was looking for. And that's how we get item 1 and an E-tank. Actually, let me check out this ladder. I knew it. I wanted to check up here because I saw the mode earlier. Frankly, I have the suspicion that this is going to be easier than the other section. That's a strange bud. I get teleported onto the Shadow Man platform. Not falling for that. That's it, I'm damage boosting. I knew it. Thought you could trick me, Dare. Is this an alternate boss battle or the intended one? I'm guessing this is the intended one, judging by the vertical boss door. I completely understand why this stage got a negative score. This one's tough. I highly suggest you take the alternate pathways, those are easier. Frankly, for most of the stage, the rolling cutter feels like a downgrade. That's why outside of gimmicky setups like this stage, I don't like using the rolling cutter. Now, if we could throw out 2 of them at a time, or it acted like a boomerang or item magnet, sure, I'd like to use it more. This is it, my last C-tank. Please get over here. I'm not taking any chances with this engine. This stage is over, yet I still have to showcase the normal pathway. I think I'll use the level editor for that. I basically hit a brick wall there. So I made it up to this point, but I kept dying over here. Again, I don't really like these sorts of challenges, especially with the spike hitboxes and this engine's peculiarities with inputs. This is the upper pathway, which I could have fallen down here, but I was smart and avoided it. This, I'd say, is the hardest part of this stage for me, along with trying to squeeze in the rolling cutter into that small gap, so I'd only recommend this stage to above-average skilled Mega Man Maker players. Third up is Forgotten Palace by Random Met, with 130 plays and a score of 54. This level was submitted to me by the user NightCurseX. I want to see if the other characters have different routes. No, it's the same. I'll do it with Proto Man then. He needs more time to shine. And now I see split pathways, as you can only access this with Proto Man, or if you damage boost with Mega Man. I'll check out the other route using Mega Man then. Decent difficulty curve with the fans, I see. Hang on a minute, is this where the pathways link up with each other? If that's the case, let me do this backwards. That way I don't need to repeat the stage with Mega Man. Once again, you need to be playing as Proto Man to get it. What could be up in that hole, though? Huh? What did I die to there? Oh, there's a spike. It's partially obscured by the health bar. It's only for a pickup, so I won't go for it. Assuming this is the end, this was a simple yet straightforward level. On the easier side, but it was fine. Even the graphics and music choice were fine. Although I won't really comment on the music choice as I'm using a mod which replaces most of the music. Come on, throw your mace at me. I'm surprised I got such a high score, but I've been surprised at other levels getting higher scores before. All in all, this was okay. Could have done something more with the magnets though. Fourth up is Midnight City Bison with 23 plays and a score of 6. Up to this point, none of the levels featured in this episode have tickled my fancy. I would jump down there, but I'm worried there's a bottomless pit or pit of spikes awaiting me. And there was. The former, that is. I'm hoping I didn't skip the main route. Okay, this is an alternate route. Not that far from the ladder, it appears. Seems like using the special weapons in several of these areas is a bad idea. It makes mincemeat out of the enemies, but it destroys the terrain. I wish if there was a way you could speed up the elevators, both in terms of wait time and how fast they move. I wonder what would happen if you didn't have the gravity hold. I thought this weapon was skippable. If it is, then you can get soft locked here. I'm going to assume that collecting the gravity hold was not skippable. Considering the previous section was only for a key, and I could have taken this route instead, then what I commented is not a soft lock, assuming I don't need to use the keys at the end of the level. So the keys were optional. You may want to put a teleporter down there too, in case you run out of wheel cutter energy. So this was just here for pickups, nothing more. I thought I was building up to another special weapon. Here, I didn't need to use the elevator if I had the wheel cutter. Overall, this was another okay level. I wish the challenges involving the 3 special weapons were explored more. Nonetheless, out of the 4 stages I played so far, this is currently my favorite one. Fifth up is Mining Business by Kun Fu Cuts Man, with 11 plays and a score 0. And the first level I'm covering, which has a level ID greater than 400,000. It's amazing seeing how far Mega Man Maker has progressed. 400,000 levels in over 2 years. I wonder how long it'll take to reach 500,000 levels. Gotta be sure. I'm liking the rocky aesthetics. Combined with the background, it definitely looks like a mining site. That was a complete screw up on my part. Good, that was only the midway point. If it ended there, I'd say it'd be too soon. I'll ignore the E-tank, I don't need it. It's not like the stage is particularly difficult. Tanks engine? I thought that was gonna result in a death. I say this overtakes Zen stage as being my favorite level of the episode. Overall, I say this is a decent stage. Sixth up is Funhouse Factory Funfair Challenge Submission by Snivy Master Elite. This was originally going to be submitted to the Funfair Challenge, but Snivy decided that this stage was not up to their quality standards, so they never submitted it. They just want to hear my feedback on the stage. First screen introduces springs and slinkies. Now placing the springs in a much more dangerous environment. Same with the other enemies. Same with the push blocks and punch blocks. Although I would stretch out the introductions just a bit, by 1 or 2 screens, especially with the springs. I think we're getting near the climax of the level, as this is using the push blocks, conveyor belts, and spikes. Also the punch blocks. Trying to get back on the block. Wait, no checkpoint there? Huh, I would expect there to be a checkpoint in between. I mean, the last section I died on is essentially a harder version of this section. If this was a traditional Mega Man stage, then the checkpoint placement's fine. Traditional as in one made on the NES. But this stage is longer than the NES stages, so one other checkpoint would be handy. Specifically this screen, this would be a good place to put the checkpoint. It was in fact the climax of the stage, and it was a nice one. It reutilized all the 3/4 gimmicks the stage used. Even the boss arena reuses 2 of the gimmicks. Currently my favorite level of the episode. I say this is a decent to almost good stage, which could do with some polishing. For instance, adding a few more screens to ease up the difficulty curve, adding one more checkpoint in between there, and maybe reordering some of the screens. We never found out what was below that footholder, for example. 7th up is World Travel Part 6, Australia, Normal, by Lipatio, with 51 plays and a score of 15. Let's give Bison time in the limelight. He's been mostly absent in this episode. Are we at a harbor? That would explain all the water and boats. Did we break into a winery now? I was worried that was gonna happen. Again, timing. I feel sorry for that poor cat. It stood no chance there. Now stick with Base. He just tears through the stage. It's been a while since I last played a stage by Lipatio, after the level pack. So we went through a harbor, a winery, now we're in the zoo. That was the frog enclosure, the rabbit enclosure, the hedgehog enclosure, the penguin and seal enclosure, the snake enclosure, and now the dog and cat enclosure. Too bad we destroyed most of those animals. Unless it was a robotic zoo, in which case, it's not that difficult to replace them. Of course, it's a Lipatio stage, so it can't be over that soon. Preview onto the next part of the stage. Was I supposed to go down the boss door then? I'm going to assume that's a yes. Overall, this was a easy/normal level, easier than most of Lipatio's fare, and strangely enough more focused than usual. Another okay stage. I like the introduction where we enter through the harbor. It's like we sailed right into Australia. 8 up is Mega Man Reimagined by 20bim02 with 30 plays and a score of 4. Let's do it regular old Mega Man. We don't have the sandstorms to worry about this time. So we have one substitute, the rain. With the introduction of Machine Gun Joe to 1.7, designers will be able to make the stage more accurate. That's what I was worried was going to happen eventually without sliding. Should have held left. That's about where the checkpoint was placed in the original level. The end of the stage wasn't that far from the last checkpoint. As this is a reimagining, I'd extend the stage length in between this and the previous one. Overall, I say that this was an okay to decent reimagining of the original stage. Could do with some improvements, but the current product here is solid. 9th up is Weapon Capsule Relay 53 by YouTube Social HD 2 with 13 plays and a score of 4. You know the drill by this point. This is a rather formulaic level series after all. And if you're wondering about Chill Penguin, he replaces Iceman in this mod. Straightforward as always. Tenth up is Flooded Crystal Cave by Totally Not Aquaman with 24 plays and a score of 1. Graphics so far look aesthetically pleasing. This stage wins out in terms of aesthetics. I suppose where two pathways link up with each other. I don't know where the other one started though. Panicked a bit there. Nonetheless, this stage has a good difficulty curve. First introducing everything in isolation, and gradually escalating the difficulty by way of placing them in more hazardous environments and combining them together. I was worried that was gonna happen again. I should have waited on the left. It only takes about 20 to 30 seconds to get back, so not much of a time loss. And is that it? If that's the case, the climax could use some improving. It is the end. This stage did everything at the very least decently outside the ending sequences. It's a shame, really. Nevertheless, this is my honorable mention of the episode. 11th up is Happy Mega Rainbow Party by Captain Pollution TV with 19 plays and a score -1. I can already guess why this stage got a negative score. I just noticed that the power meter graphic on the left is kinda broken. It's totally worth it. I see a pattern forming in the stage with these edge jumps. If you're good at these jumps, you probably would have made it past this point already. It wouldn't be so difficult if they're at the same elevation. I could probably make the jump up there, but I'm not gonna risk it. This is gonna take a few attempts. Or not. It only took one more attempt. I think they're desynced. It's better to reset. Made it after dying 4 more times off screen. That was an engine issue. Thanks to the acid water, I have multiple attempts here. And I get what this stage's MO is. Link your jumps off of ledges. Who didn't expect the firewall would appear? What happens when your jump fails to activate, and then you press down A again harder by accident? Wasn't fast enough, I got tripped up by that. One more dead edited off screen. It happened in the middle of that section. Compared with the rest of the stage, this is relatively easy. Overall, this was a fun stage. The hardest parts were the lengthier jumps and the drop button inputs, and thank you Captain for the frequent checkpoint placements. They made this stage much less frustrating. Overall, I say it was decent. However, I prefer your previous stage over this one. With these 11 Veersmith levels completed, it's time to check out some levels from the most popular queue, starting off with Nostalgia by ZXQK with 119 plays and a score of 46. I see, it's a reference to Breaker or Arkanoid. Fourteenth up is Wally 1 for Mega Man 2, but Iceman took it over by Sniper Jojo with 90 plays and a score 37. So is this Dr. Ice 1 then? Ignore the Sigma symbol, unless Dr. Ice is working for Sigma. So who's replacing the Mega Dragon? Shell penguin, I see. That foot holder should be fixed a bit. Probably made a bit lower. This level was exactly what I said on the tin. "14th up is Cut Man Remaster Collab by 5HY Guy with 39 plays and a score of 16. To replace the bladers. The Take Tentos aren't nearly as dangerous as the bladers were. Same with the Mega Kuros and Fleas. There have been some minor touch-ups to the level design, but for the most part, it feels and plays the same. "15th up is an automatic map, The Wonderful Adventures of Mega Man by Buried Talent, with 130 plays and a score of 54. Let's hope this is more exciting than last week's. It doesn't have to be long either. It either has to be more complex or exciting. Yep, it already fulfills both conditions. I was worried at the beginning that this was going to be somewhat simple. Glad the stage proved me wrong. Hello to you too, Buried Talent. And thank you for making this autoplay level. So the 16th and final level of this episode is Plant/Man by Rockman 1987 with 103 plays and a score of 34. Good, a stage that's at least 20 screens long. Of course, what matters is what it does with the length. If it doesn't do much with its screen count, then it's about the same in terms of fun as a stage half its length. Whoa, I accelerated really fast up there. Darn, the stage was getting interesting at the end, specifically the last third of it. If more of the stage was like the last part of the stage, then it'd be an okay to decent one. Currently though, it's subpar to me. So out of the 16 levels I played during this episode, my favorite one would be Funhouse Factory by Snivy Master Elite, with an honorable mention going to Flooded Crystal Cave by Totally Not Aquaman. In the next episode, I'll be playing through 2 or 3 of the Megatroid levels. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day.